I had a power steering leak, and I also had fluid leaking from my driver's side inner tie rod boot. And I was thinking it was my rack on my 2001 Ford Taurus, and I went and got a couple of estimates to get the work done. And my first estimate I went to was from Midas. This is my estimate, and I'm going to go in detail about how much they want to charge after examining my vehicle and what they were going to do. So you can see right here that I marked out my name. This is just the first page of the estimate. So let me go to the second page. Okay. Here's the second page of my estimate. And this is what they were going to do to it in order to fix my problem. They were going to they're going to change out the rack. And the rack was $1,467.37. $725.99 was labor. And, okay, the part was $1,467.35. The labor was $725.99. The job total was $2,193.34. They had to. He said something about changing out an outer tie rod end. Their price was $58.99. Let me see. And then if you change out the rack. Okay, this is the total price of the whole estimate. Okay, it was $2,193.34, and they're going to change out the outer tie rod end. They're going to put in a new rack and pinion, which is $608.99. The outer tie rod end was $58.99. This is for the price of the part. And if you change out the rack, you also have to change out the pressure hose and the return hose. The pressure hose was $254.57. The return hose was their price was $544.80. They're also going to change out the power steering fluid, and that would have been $44.11 for parts, $55.88 for the total job. Over to the right, over here. Also, the wheel alignment with a 12-month or $12,000 mile warranty. That would have been $99.99. A front strut. They said the front needed to be replacing. Looked like the part for that was $583.98. The labor would have been $329.99. The total for both would have been $913.97. The rear strut needed to be removed and replaced just like the front strut. The part for that would have been $426.46. The labor would have been $551.99. The total would have been $978.45. Okay. So that's the price for the labor and the price for the parts that they were going to charge me. And here's the total on the third page right here. I'm not going to show the actual Midas that showed it to me, but it was for a 2001 Ford Taurus. And here's the total right here, $4,720.41. Okay, the total parts for that would have been $2,521.90. The total labor would have been $1,763.84. The shop supply was $35. The subtotal was $4,320. $3,278.74. Sales tax was $399.67 for a total repair of $4,720.41. Now, okay, this is just for Midas. Now, here's another one I got, and it was from Budget Breaks, and he looked at it. The guy didn't give me like a complicated estimate. He just told me that it was the front left inner tie rod, and he was just going to charge me $400. He said that's what it was, and he said also told me when he put it up on my car up on the rack that I had on the left rear some collision damage. He said something is bent, which I already knew that. So that meant if he was going to, he's going to charge me $400, but that would include an alignment. And he said if he was going to do the alignment, he wasn't going to completely get it straight because of the damage in the rear. So I understood that. But like I said, his estimate was $400 just to change it out. Now, that was the cheapest estimate that I got, and I'm going to actually tell you what I went in and found out and how much it actually cost me in parts and labor. Okay, here's two of the struts that I pulled off and replaced myself. One of these struts was bent. I think I might have paid $150 for these on eBay. But I put my old struts back on my vehicle, so that saved me $150 right there. That was one thing that I replaced and did by myself. Okay, here's what my problem was. It was my timing cover gasket. This part cost like $23. This isn't the one I actually put it on. I bought another one. It was like $8.99. I just kept this. This one didn't fit exactly the way I wanted, but that's what the problem was. That was the leak. It wasn't the rack. So I just needed to change out the gasket, and it was causing antifreeze and oil to leak all down the side of my engine. Okay, I also changed out my inner tie rod myself. I got the part on eBay. I think it was like $25. And I changed out the bellows boot. And I think the total for that was like $75. And that's basically all it cost me. So basically what I'm trying to say is don't actually believe what some of these repair shops are telling you. You can do the repair yourself and save your money and your time by doing it yourself.